So we have my good friend Paul McLiester. Paul, I met Paul through Boccia, through Disability Sports NI, and welcome to the show, Paul.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for going on.
Yeah, no, we're all good. Same as most people in Northern Ireland, throughout the world, we're all in lockdown at the moment. It is slowly easing, but I'm not going to be rushing out. I haven't been really out and about. Been out for a few drives but I haven't really gone anywhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I'm going to slowly venture out and see what happens, and hopefully we don't get this second spike as they're all talking about.
What have you been doing while you're in the house? Have you done anything to keep your mind occupied?
Our family owns a shop in me and Ballycastle, a grocery shop, and we've been looking up. It's stayed open, and I before lockdown, I would normally be doing a lot of admin work in the office, but through technology, I'm able to remotely work from home.
That's handy.
So it's good, yeah. So I'm able to log into the shop computers and take control.
So your work life hasn't changed. Your social life maybe a wee bit.
I'm maybe not working as many hours, but
Yeah.
I'm still doing a wee bit, and definitely social life has went to zero. I haven't really done much. I've done a lot of these video calls and different calls online, which is really good, and a few quizzes and stuff. And as you mentioned in your intro there, Conor, we're involved with Boccia, with through DSNA, and I'm on the development squad.
Yeah.
So we would.
Do you enjoy that?
Have a bit. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So as we can't get near courts, so at court we can't go on the court to practice or any matches.
Myself, yeah.
So that's a bit strange. So we had to relook at if we could do anything in the house or whatever. And but we've kept in contact with each other weekly through video calls, and Terry, our coach, has organised a few, and we do a few quizzes and stuff. And we've also linked up with Boccia UK a couple of times in a bigger group with English players and Scottish and Welsh players, to do a few just chats about Boccia and how people are getting on and stuff.
See, you've done the Jackpot Cup. That's something I've entered. It's quite good. I think it's good for ones at home, because you send in your wee videos and you can still have that competitive edge, but it's also fun as well.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. So again, it's another thing that Disability Sport Northern Ireland set up. Just this thing was last week they set up, where anybody, you don't even have to have a disability to enter it. Anybody can enter it, and it's just, as you said, it's a bit of fun. I don't think there's a big prize in the end.
Pride.
Yeah, pride. But so they set challenges every week, and I think there's four or six challenges, whatever. And last week was trying through three targets. And I think this week is there football or something, football nets or something.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with that. Yeah, set up a wee wall or something.
Yeah.
So tying the football and the Boccia together. It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, good idea. No, definitely.
What got you into Boccia, Paul?
So I played sports kind of a lot. Most of my life. Started off playing wheelchair basketball.
Okay.
Way back when I was a lot younger, and then due to classifications of my disability, I couldn't really classify properly for the senior team for the basketball. So then regional rugby was set up, and with the Ulster Barbarians, regional rugby team was set up. So I played it. I'm still playing it, still involved in it.
It's a rough sport. So
it's not too. It looks a lot rougher than it is. It's the chairs take 99% of the banging.
Yeah.
And you get the odd wee knock, whatever. But yeah, it's grand. It's good fun, and so I played it. I've played in the Irish League with it, and I've played in the GB League with the Ulster Barbarians. And then I went to Australia. My sister was in Australia about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And myself, mum and dad and I flew to Australia to see my sister and her husband and children. And somehow that time I was in Australia, I was there for 4 weeks. I was lucky enough to go for 4 weeks. And I broke my right hip.
Oh.
Somehow I don't know how I did it. I didn't feel it. I don't know how I done it.
Wasn't through the rugby anyway.
Wasn't doing rugby, no. I don't know how it was. It could have been my nieces crawling over me on the floor or something. I don't have a clue what it was. Yeah. But it's one of them things. And I came home and I wasn't allowed to play rugby for a period of time because of like the hip. And Claire Taggart, who's on the Boccia UK team,
yeah,
she I knew her through rugby, and she was contacting and stuff, and she invited me down to Larne, to one of her training sessions with Owen Doherty, who used to work for DS now.
Yeah, know her well.
And I went down to their training session and caught the Boccia bug, and started playing from there on, and that's good. So as I said, I was able to, I'm now on the development squad, and it's good. It's good fun. It's completely different. Like, people think it's a boring sport or whatever, but it's very, very tactical, and it's like a mind game more than anything. But you've tried it yourself a couple of times, Conor, haven't you?
Yeah, I played Boccia. I did. We mentioned it being slow and stuff. I've only started playing Boccia there September 19.
Right.
Entered my first league this season, whatever way you want to put it. And I really enjoyed it. But one thing
you did very well.
Yeah, I came second in my first year, so I've done better than expected, so I did, and hopefully I can continue. I noticed Paul come on. I played the wheelchair football, and people might know it as power chair football, but I found coming from the power chair football to the Boccia totally different. I found that the Boccia is much slower, and at the start, I will admit, I found it a bit boring at the start because I had come from this high impacted, fast volume, speeded sport to a slow paced, tactical mind game sport. And at the time, I said to myself, "Is this for me?" But it actually is, to tell you the truth. I really enjoy it because the fact that it's more, I suppose we should tell the audience what exactly Boccia is.
Similar to, people would think it's like bowls. It's very similar to like outside bowls, whatever. And so you've got six balls, a jack, a white ball, a jack, and to make it simple, it's literally the closest ball to the jack wins. And there's multiple, there's individual matches, or there's pairs matches, or there's teams. So you can have just two people on the court, so you just play against one person. The pairs, there's two people on each team. So then there's 4 people in the court, and then the teams, there's 3 people in each team, and there's 6 people in the court at once. So it's literally, as I said, simplify it down. It's literally the closest ball to the jack wins. But there's a lot of, as we said, a lot of technical stuff about, like, you can knock your opponent's ball out of the way, or you can lob shots, or different, depends what, there's, the balls are set up, like there's harder balls, softer balls, different, depends what shot you want. And you, Conor, you play, I'm a thrower, and you play with a ramp.
Yeah, there's different categories.
Yeah, so there's BC1, BC2, BC3, and BC4. I'm a BC4 player. And what are you, Conor? You're
a BC3. As a ramper, yeah.
As a ramper, so I don't think we're not going to get into the classifications of BC 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
Because it's very, 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 very complicated.
Very complicated.
But yeah, so there's 4 classifications, and it depends what classification you are.
Just depends on your disability, really.
Really, yeah. There's really, but
just to narrow it down.
You're in what limbs you can move or not move or whatever. But it's very, very complicated. So I think we'll stay away from that subject.
We could open up a can of worms there for it.
Yes, yeah, no, you definitely could. Yeah, you can have another podcast on on classifications. But no, it's a great sport, and as you said, it is a slow sport. So it looks slow compared to powered wheelchair or wheelchair rugby or wheelchair basketball. But it's definitely a mind. It's more up here than more than your ability, really, and through. I don't have an assistant on court, but Conor, when you play, you have a ramp assistant.
Yeah, as my dad. So basically, he's not allowed to look down the court. He has to face me at all times.
Yeah, he's not allowed. Yeah. So I think that's tough whenever you start moving up the ranks, and different competitions. Hopefully, you'll be going to or doing in the future. Okay. But yeah, no, it's a Paralympic sport, so my aim is someday to get to a Paralympic games.
I am too, to be honest. Yeah,
it's a massive goal, and a massive, like, people think you're dreaming, but you have to have these dreams. You have to keep pushing yourself.
You have to aim high.
Yeah,
you don't aim high, you're not new with that, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, and like. I've been lucky enough, I've been over the Scottish Open twice, and I've also been at a few GB or Boccia UK training sessions and stuff, and at the Scottish Open I've played against Stephen Maguire, who at a time was he is a BC4 player, and at the time he was the #1 in the world.
Wow.
BC4 player. And yes, he completely thrashed me, but it's a massive learning curve. He's great. You know, even though he's playing against you, he still teaches you kind of thing. You know, he kind of gives you positive. You know, he's really good to play against. He's good to play against that. So no, it's definitely it's a good sport, and I think anybody should give it a go.
That's an experience within itself.
And even also playing we've got Claire Taggart, you know, from Larne, and she's a BC1 player, and even playing against her and stuff, playing with her and stuff, and training with her has been great learning experience and stuff. It's been good.
You need that bit of competition just to improve you.
Yeah, no, totally, yeah. And as you mentioned, you've played in the Northern Ireland Individual League. And there's also the pairs league as well. And I last season I was with Claire Taggart, myself who actually won the league. And this season, which didn't get finished yet because of the coronavirus, but hopefully we will get it finished someday.
That dreaded word. I hate that word. Coronavirus.
Hopefully it will be finished some stage. I pray with now Daniel Elliott.
Okay.
He's also a ramper as well. And so we're at the moment we're at the top of the league of the pairs league. Top of the table for the pairs. We haven't won it yet because we still got a few more matches to play to secure the title. But hopefully, Daniel and I will hopefully lift the trophy. Hopefully.
I love your team. I love your team name.
Scrambled legs.
Isn't that brilliant?
That's good.
Big up for that.
I'll say it was Daniel.
There we go, Daniel.
But no, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good name. It's good name. I like it.
You were saying you were in Australia and unfortunately you broke your hip. How did you feel like in terms of like your disability and stuff? How did you feel traveling back with that broken hip?
Yeah, well,
sure, it was awkward. Like
as I said, even though I didn't actually know where I done it, how I done it, or where I did it. I actually still don't know if I actually did it in Australia. I could have done it on the plane home, or we don't know. Literally don't know. But I would definitely recommend anybody going to Australia. We were lucky enough to go to Sydney and Brisbane. And Brisbane, my sister was in Brisbane. She's now home again. She's back home again now. But Brisbane, in my opinion, one of the best cities for wheelchairs. It's really flat, and there's a river. I should know the name of the river, but there's a river up the center of Brisbane, and there's like boats. They're like taxi. They're called cat. The name's gone from now, what they're called, but they're like catamarans and like taxi boats, and it's like they're really cheap to get on, up $1 or something every time you go on them. And you literally tab on, tab off, and they're wheelchair accessible and stuff, and they're 100% great. Now, if the family lived in Australia and moved to Australia,
I would love to go to Australia myself, but I think it's
because of the weather.
Too far, you know. Oh, the weather is beautiful over there. I love the heat.
Yeah, I know it's good. And you're ginger. You love heat.
I know. Well, to be honest, the heat doesn't like me. Sorry, let me rephrase. I love the sun, but the sun doesn't love me. So I say, I just burn.
Yeah.
There was one time I actually got sunburned in January.
Oh my God!
Isn't that ridiculous?
You must be the only person in the world done that.
I think that's the ginger of gingers there.
Yeah, definitely not.
So, in terms of disability, what is your disability?
Yeah, so I have a C7 spinal cord injury.
Okay.
Which actually happened at birth, which is quite rare, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've met one other person that happened to them. So I've been in a chair all my life, so I don't know any difference. Not being in a chair, not being disabled, and I think that's a good thing because for example, a few of the basketball guys I know, they've had accidents or whatever you could call them, or got injured during life, and they've had to deal mentally being disabled, because they've been able-bodied and now have to deal with being disabled.
That must be tough.
So I kind of feel that for me, I've been disabled all my life, so it doesn't really I just get on with it. And if you don't get on with it, you don't have a life, so you have to move on.
Funny, I say that I feel for people that I don't want to say feel for them because we're all equal at the end of the day, but it must be tough. Must be tough going from able-bodied person to having an accident to then being in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
So,
it's
what do you see?
definitely,
I've always been
definitely
pleased
mind,
to.
it definitely messes with your mind a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It does, but no, it's good. I said, if you don't get on with it, you have to. And people, I think society are slowly warming to wheelchair people or disabled people.
Yeah, I think as time goes on and the years go on, society is getting better. And I think, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think little videos like this actually are good for educating people.
Well, definitely. I was going to say a wee funny thing about again, going back to working in the shop, and I'm able to do the serve on the till, like work on the till a wee bit. I don't do that much, but I have to do it. I can do it. And a few times I've been in the shop and on the till, and say a mother comes with their daughter or something, a wee child, and the child like whispers, "Why is he sitting down?" or "What's wrong with him?" And the mum or the dad or whatever, don't know what the answer or whatever. I'm like, that's okay. I will explain to them whatever. But some people don't know what to say to their children or whatever. So
if you were to advise a parent that their kid asked bluntly out loud in the middle of the street, "What's wrong with that person?" what would you advise the parent to say?
Well, come and ask the person. Come and ask the disabled person, or
I like it.
Chat to us or whatever. And
there's no offense, but kind of what annoys me is when I kind of have an age limit in my head where when people start to ask, they could be too old, or you know what I mean, or I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just the way I look at it. I think you have an age limit of say 10. If you're between say 10 and 15, I don't know, but I like curiosity too is important, because if you don't know,
people have to learn. That's the way they learn, is to ask. But I think, in my opinion, anybody can ask me, and I'll tell them, and don't care.
It's the best way
I don't
to
get
be.
embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed. Maybe some people do get embarrassed, whatever. But I
used to. Once I was I'd say about 15, I got way embarrassed because you're at that age where you're half boy, half man kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really awkward to deal with, I think. But now that we're a lot older and stuff, I would prefer someone just to ask. You have to be open and talk.
And also, kind of fries my head that people maybe, if I'm someone else, an able-bodied person, they would ask the able-bodied person rather than asking me.
Yes.
Yes. Say I was out with mum and dad, or out with another friend, or one of the PAs or something, and they would say, "Oh, well, why is he in a chair?" or what, and they're like, "Thanks, Paul." Yeah.
There's a book right there someone once showed me and gave to me. It's a book called "Yes, I Take Sugar," and basically, have you heard of it yet?
I've heard about it, but I haven't read it. I'll have to read it.
It's a great book. It's only a wee short book, and basically the moral of the story is this guy who had, I don't know if it was an accident or a disability, but something anyway. They kept asking his PAs, which the personal assistants, does he take sugar? But little did they know that on his tea, does he take sugar in his tea? But little did they know he could speak for himself, And
I know.
I think people have to realize that too. You say you've got PAs, which is a personal assistant. They help you. What do they do?
Yeah, so I've had personal assistants or PAs. I personally don't like the word care. That's why I call them PAs. So at the moment I've got 3 PAs that work on a rota basis. So they would do a lot of personal care for me.
Yeah.
And then they would just assist me with like cooking and cleaning and all that boring stuff.
It's stuff that you have enough of that in Ontario, right?
Say it again?
You have enough of that in Ontario doing the cooking for you.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yep. I might put on slice of toast, make a slice of toast or something, but that's not it. But yeah, no, definitely. So I'm looking up. I've 3 P. I've got 3 PAs. They don't all work at the same time. One per day. You know what I mean? They work every other day. And as I said, personal care and cleaning, foods. They helped me with Boccia training and stuff, and they would travel with me. So if I had to go anywhere, and they would come with me. And so they've came on holidays with me. They went Boccia trips with me. They just wherever I end up, they were with me, sort of thing.
I think it's very good that we have that because I have a PA as well, and she basically comes everywhere with me and helps me do what I want to do, you know. And it's we're both fair that way.
Yeah, no, we're both lucky, and like, of course, it's nice to have your parents, my parents, whatever, or family members helping you out and stuff. But you don't want some cases you don't want your mother or father with you, but yeah, no, so you don't always want to be relying on them and stuff as well. It's not really their life as well. So
yeah.
But no, that's good. I've had a number of different PAs over the years. But at the moment I've got a good team of 3.
Good.
And but they've been off from the 16th of March, so I've had them put off because of the horrible virus. So
that bad word.
I didn't say it.
And then they're coming back. I take it then, yeah.
So hopefully, yeah. The plan is that we actually had them in this morning. They have a chat with them, say hello and all the rest, kind of catch up with them. But hopefully they're coming in now on Monday. For the 29th of June, 1st of July, and whatnot. So hopefully all being well. We'll try and get back to some normality, whatever normal is. But yeah, no, hopefully we'll get back. But saying that, I won't be traveling as much as I have been at the moment. I don't think there'll be Boccia matches until at least September or maybe after.
Yeah.
But there's plenty to do, like in the house. You know, I can still train in the house and still do different physio stuff and different stuff, and keep myself busy, like, you know, that way. So
last week in my podcast that I asked him, was he scared of the things opening up? Are you scared that do you feel vulnerable? What way?
Yeah, like I haven't really been out in public as such. I haven't really been in the public areas. As I said, I have been out for drives, but I didn't really stop in her.
Yeah.
But I feel that, I don't know. The hard call, like you have to break out sometime. You can't live in your house all the time.
I agree. So, actually, yeah.
So there possibly is a wee bit of scary, whatever, you know.
Anxiety, like, you know.
Anxiety, whatever, as well, yeah. But like, I have to break out sometime, and we will. I think things will get back to normal, and stuff. And but just again, you need to keep yourself. You look after yourself. That's the main thing. Like, and because you can't control other people, what they do.
You just have to be careful. Simple as.
Yeah, be as careful as you can, and keep washing your hands. And if you have masks, whatever, wear them, whatever, and again, don't really worry what other people say or do or whatever. Just look after number one.
I was out there last weekend. I've been going a few wee drives and stuff too.
Yeah.
Staying in the car, keeping ourselves very much to ourselves. But we went a wee shit, and it was Junction 1, and the queues there were crazy. And they said it's everywhere. So I'm happy enough sitting in the house doing a wee podcasts and chatting to people.
I've seen the pictures of different fast food outlets and stuff opening up, and I will not be rushing off to sit in any queues at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'll survive without it. But definitely. Well, there's definitely most people they that's what they want, so that's what they get. But no, totally. I'm happy enough here, and I've got my brother and sisters. I've got nieces and nephews, so they would come up to the garden and stuff at the house, and I've been out with them, but tell them to keep 2 meters and don't come near each other. So I feel if you're outside in the fresh air and stuff, especially opening up again, if you're out maybe meeting friends, whatever, maybe do it in a garden or whatever, in open air, and that seems to reduce the risk or whatever.
I was given a tip there at the weekend. I have people coming in my house. I've got a wee door to my bedroom, so you can come inside and outside. And what we have done, we've let people sit at my door and look in at me, And I get advice there at the weekend that it's actually it's obviously it's important to do this anyway, but it's now more important to keep ventilation in the house because the ventilation then pushes the germs through. So when it does open up and you do have visitors, just a wee bit of advice I was given, just passing it on.
That's good. It's a good idea. Open windows and doors and all that. And let the air blow through and stuff. Definitely. And so so the nieces and nephews, they would come up, the odd day or whatever, the odd time and stuff. And I would again, the weather's been lovely, lucky enough. So we've been outside most of the time, and I've got 3 nieces and 3 nephews. So they
have to keep you busy.
I have to keep us busy, definitely. Definitely. And they've been good. The odd wee time, they would forget their 2 meter or whatever. Would just step back, whatever.
Sure, we were reared. That's not how we were reared. So we're a creature of habit. We have to get used to it,
Yeah, definitely. They're only children in the day, so hopefully they can. I think again, just as you said, ventilation, wash your hands, try and keep as things clean as possible, and that's really all you can do. And hopefully you don't get it, and if we do get it, we just have to deal with it.
Just have to fight it.
And there's just we'll hopefully fight it and work on, get through it.
So you played boccia, you played rugby, you currently do play boccia for, I think that's your primary sport.
For Northern Ireland, at the moment.
So if you were to choose a different sport, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. There's loads out there. There's archery and there's swimming and stuff, and I think target sports. I like
Target, yeah.
Do something like archery or something. And there's different. There's loads of sports, but I'm getting busy with boccia, and I'm still heavily involved in the rugby. I was the chairman of the club a while back, so of the rugby club. So that's kept me busy.
So you're a busy man. Yeah. And before I do go, do you have any pre-match superstitions for boccia?
I don't.
No.
Just the only one thing, I need to be there in time for Daniel. Daniel is very strict with time.
I'm actually the same. Even though I'm always running late. Always running late.
He'll kill me whenever if he hears this podcast for saying that. But yeah, no, just be prepared. Put your practice in beforehand, before the matches. Before lockdown, I was training once a week on my own, and there was no technical school in Ballycastle, so I was able to get access to their sports hall. After school closed, 4:00. So I went in from 4 to 6 on a Thursday and done 2 hours like personal training. And then I would try and meet up. I met up with Daniel Elliott and Caroline and Miller.
Yeah.
In Ballyclare Leisure Centre. We met up every Wednesday afternoon for an hour and a half then. And so I was doing a minimum of 3.5 hours, and then every other Saturday we would have either training individual development squad training, or we would have matches on. So the Boccia, it's very busy, the Boccia.
Yeah, Ballycastle. It's one of my favourite places.
Ballycastle?
Yeah, I'm not just saying that either. It's one of my favourite places to go if for a wee drive out, because there's a certain...
you went for a Sneaky Morton's.
There's a certain chip shop there that I do like. Sneaky Morton's is right. It's hard to beat, I tell you. So they're park the car up and look out to sea. It's hard to beat.
The next time you're down, you have to give us a shout.
Yeah, well.
Come and join you.
So just to end this here, I'm going to ask everyone that comes on these 5 questions, okay?
Go.
They're very simple, very easy. It's just a good wee way to end the show, I think. Okay?
Yeah.
First question, winter or summer?
Summer.
A horror or a comedy movie?
Comedy.
McDonald's, KFC, or Nando's?
Ooh. Nando's.
Ooh. Netflix, Amazon Prime, or YouTube?
Oh man, I use all 3. Netflix.
Netflix, okay. And last one, watching or playing sport?
Playing.
Playing? Yeah, people seem to say. And then just to throw one into the mix and be a pain about it, wheelchair basketball or wheelchair rugby? Just to be as fun as it, to be honest.
I don't know.
50-50. Rugby.
Either of them answers I get killed. Either way. By different people.
Being honest, it's done that in badness. Pretty correct.
That was great. That was good. Good catching up, Conor.
Yeah, you too, Paul.
And hopefully I'll get on to your weekly smile ball.
Oh, hopefully. Is that a hint there, is it? Wednesday, smile with Paul. Yeah, you can do it.
They are good. They're good.
Thank you. A lot of people like them now, which is nice to hear, Again, I'm all about the positivity. So, same as yourself, like you said through that interview there, that you just have to make the most of what you got and
get on it. No one else will.
Exactly. That's what life's all about. Just enjoying it and finding your smile,
Yep, definitely.
But that'll do.
Thanks, Conor. Thanks for inviting me on.
And thank you.
Good luck. Good luck with everything else. We'll see you
in the courts.
Either Ballycastle or on the Boccia court.
Or in the Boccia court, right? All right, Paul. Take care.
Good talking to you, Conor. See you soon. Bye.